Hi, everyone. Today I'm excited to talk about a game changer for our company, HR Analytics. This isn't just about crunching numbers, but about using insights from our own data to make smarter decisions that help us all succeed. With HR Analytics, we can make smarter, data-backed decisions, boost our efficiency across the board, and better understand and support our teams to enhance satisfaction and retention. Let's dive into how HR Analytics can make us more informed, agile, and equipped to meet our challenges. So starting off, I just want to go over the basics of HR analytics. So it's also known as people analytics, and it's the collection and application of talent data to improve talent and business outcomes. The overall purpose of using HR analytics is to provide insight into each process by gathering data and then using it to make relevant and data-driven decisions about how to improve these processes. HR analytics also can help us enhance our forecasting abilities and optimization of HR processes, such as recruitment, retention, and development, and help us drive better business outcomes. We can also empower HR leaders to shift from intuitive decision making to data driven decisions based on evidence and trends. This can also play an important role in managing talent strategically to gain a competitive edge in the market. So next, I want to go over our objectives and our goals for using HR analytics within our company. So I'm just going to briefly go over them and we'll get deeper into them throughout the slides. So our first company objective is going to be to improve employee retention. Our second company objective is performance management. And our third company objective is to optimize our recruitment processes. So our last company objective is going to be to align those first three objectives with our overall business goals. So as far as employee retention goes, it's going to help us lower the direct costs associated with recruiting, hiring, and training new employees. And it also helps us reduce the indirect costs of lost productivity and knowledge, which is something that we don't think about as much. Having a consistent high retention rate just means that our organization can invest more resources in other innovations rather than covering turnover related expenses. Enhancing performance management is really important so that we can identify and nurture skills and talents necessary for innovation. Specialized training and development programs ensure that our employees are not only up to date with the latest technological advancements, but are also motivated to drive innovation within our company. And lastly, we want to optimize the recruiting processes. This will reduce time and resources spent on finding candidates, and we can use analytics to refine these processes. We can also ensure that each recruitment channel and technique yields the highest return on investment and minimizes wasted effort and focuses on high impact strategies. So now we've been talking about HR analytics, but we're actually going to get into the HR metrics that we need to use as a company. So the first one that we're going to go over is the employee turnover rate, which is the percentage of employees leaving the company in a specific period of time. So the calculation for that is going to be the number of separations during the month, which for our company is 3 last month. The average number of employees during the month, which is 50 for us last month, times 100, which gives us a rate of 6% for our employee turnover rate. Now, this might indicate issues with one of the following or multiple of the following: job satisfaction, work conditions, or mismatched role expectations. Now, the next one is employee engagement score. This measures how passionate and committed employees are to their work and the company. So we don't really have any data on this because we haven't done any surveys or anything like that. So we can actually derive some of this data from regular surveys on employee satisfaction, commitment, and morale in order to get this data. So the last one that I want to talk about is time to hire, which is the average time it takes to fill a position. Now, I went back and looked at our data and I got the average time it took to fill a position for the last 5 hires. So it was at 30 days, 45 days, 35 days, 40 days, and 28 days, which gives us an average of 35.6 days to fill a position. Now, we might be able to optimize this by identifying any bottlenecks or setbacks in the recruitment process, and we can also enhance our candidate sourcing techniques. So there are a lot of different analytical methods and tools out there that we're able to use for our company. So Surveys are a good way to collect data on engagement, satisfaction, and feedback on workplace practices. And it also allows for continuous monitoring and quick responses for the employee concerns. Next, performance reviews can be really helpful. They provide quantitative and qualitative data about employee performance, and it's really important for assessing productivity and aligning individual goals with company objectives. Lastly, we could use operational data, which includes data from employee records such as attendance, sales figures, and other performance indicators. This will help us understand patterns and trends in the employees' behavior and productivity. So next, we're going to go over some of the analytics tools that are out there. So SAP SuccessFactors is an integrated HR management system that provides analytics capabilities to manage the employee lifecycle effectively from hiring to recruitment. We also have Microsoft Power BI, which enables the creation of detailed interactive reports and dashboards that can help in making data-driven decisions. It's really good for collecting data from various sources and providing comprehensive analytics. So here's a quick screenshot from a Power BI dashboard. This is an HR management dashboard. So you can see there's a lot of different graphs and charts on here with a lot of different data, probably collected from many different channels. And it makes it easy. It's all in one place. So they have the breakdown of total employees, male and female, part-time and full-time, and so on. So in order to implement all these metrics and analytics, we have three phases that we're going to go through. So the first phase is data integration, and we want to use a centralized data collection point because we're going to have data from so many different sources, such as HR systems, employee surveys, performance records, and operational databases. So we want to centralize them into one place. We also want to standardize data formats and cleanse the data to remove any inaccuracies and also verify data consistency to ensure reliable analytics. Phase 2 is going to be the analysis and reporting phase. So we're going to establish performance factors and specific metrics that align with business goals to focus analysis efforts effectively. We also want to generate regular reports and dashboards that provide insights into key HR metrics like turnover rates, employee engagement, and time to hire. Lastly, we have phase 3, which is the review and adjust phase. We want to implement a feedback loop to collect feedback on analytic outputs from stakeholders, using this feedback to refine data collection and analysis. We also want to regularly review the analytic strategies and tools in use to adapt to evolving business needs and technological advancements, ensuring the HR analytics system remains effective and relevant. Now for the fun part, we want to talk about the expected benefits that we'll get from using HR analytics. So first, we can use analytics to analyze historical data on recruitment channels and candidate success rates, which enables us to have a more informed decision about where to invest in recruiting efforts. Next, we have enhanced employee retention, which is really important. We're going to analyze data to uncover patterns and commonalities among employees who leave, pinpointing potential issues within teams, job roles, or company policies. Lastly, we're going to have a boost in productivity. We can use performance analytics to identify skills gaps and training needs across teams, enabling the creation of targeted development programs that directly address those areas. So lastly, for the presentation, I kind of just want to give an example of how HR analytics can improve a company. So this is a real life company called TechStart Solutions. They have 60 employees and they're a software development company. So they face challenges with high employee turnover and low engagement levels, and it was impacting productivity and innovation. So they implemented a data-driven HR system and focused on key metrics such as employee turnover, engagement scores, and performance outcomes, and also used tools such as Microsoft Power BI for data visualization and SAP for managing HR data. So after implementing these systems, they reduced their turnover rate from 20% to 12% within 1 year. They also identified a lack of career progression within employees and training as key turnover drivers. They also increased employee engagement. They increased their engagement score from an average of 3.2 to 4.1 on a 5-point scale. They also boosted productivity by 15% as a result of better alignment between employee skills and project needs. And that's all I have on the presentation for HR analytics. So hopefully we can implement these processes and help our company.